Hoyoverse has given up, and they do not care about Genshin Impact. The continuous quality of life changes that just aren't there after 4 years, 4.7's absolutely comical release date, 4.8 most likely also being another filler patch after having 4 in a row, the most anticlimactic and most mediocre daily quest we've ever seen, and with the most anticipated piece of content in 4.7 not even being available on release, plus Wuthering Waves delivering on both fronts for both demographics, for hardcore players and for casual players. Hoyoverse does not care about competing against Wuthering Waves. Because if they did, they would actually release Imaginarium Theater on day 1, which has to be one of the most incompetent moves I've ever seen from a single gaming company. I genuinely mean this. Not releasing content that players have been anticipating for 4 years of your game's lifecycle, and you choose not to release it immediately. For what arbitrary reason? Genuinely no reason to not release it right now in the current hype of Wuthering Waves. It's a great way to take away the players currently playing Wuthering Waves and bring them to your game. You decide to push your game towards the 1st of July, close to where your new game is coming out, in the midst of Wuthering Waves having a new patch. And what other content is available in 4.7? The worst Archon quest in Genshin history. But not just any Archon quest. The Dainsleif quest. Which are by far the most anticipated Archon quests for Genshin, and it's not even close. They set up the narrative with one of the most anticipated moments in the entire story, and they managed to fuck it up with the most mediocre and anticlimactic storytelling, which left everyone wondering, what was the point? And what else is there to do? Get the new character, Chlorinde, who in all honesty is actually pretty fun. But that doesn't really matter if you don't have a single place to use the characters that you pull for, that you build. This is not just a free-to-play player problem. This is any player that is in the endgame problem. If you are in the endgame, you benefit off endgame content, and it does not matter what kind of player you are, as everyone that has completed all of the available content in the game has something to do in your game. It is a great way of keeping player retention while also being able to grab in new players and make those long-term players as well. So after 4 years, they finally do make a new game mode, and it limits characters you can use. What the fuck? They somehow managed to do the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do for these sort of game modes. You disallow players to not use the characters they have worked so hard on. You are disrespecting your customers' own time. You can't even explain the Genshin team's decisions from a logical perspective. There is genuinely no logic in this. This is just incompetent handling of a live service gacha game, which is why Genshin is so frustrating. With their art style, the character design, and the world design that they've made, you'd expect at least the game to be directed decently too. But no, for the last 4 patches, the only content that has been in the game is this. Log into the game, you click on this button, and then that's it. Like, boom, like you have your character. Fucking people, bro. Get off my screen! Then you basically just go in here, you fucking press this, and then you do this. And that's it. There is no logic behind their game directing. Hoyoverse hates their own game. And they also hate their players too. Because clearly they don't care about your time. Because if they did, Imaginarium Theater would have not been designed in this way. But you know which company does care about your time? Kuro Games! Despite the amount of issues that they have had for the last few weeks of launch, some handled not so well and some handled better. JP incident. They've generally done a good job of being direct with their player base and being upfront about the issues, which the Genshin team is allergic to. I've spoken with John Genshin. He has said that yes, on stream, specifically my stream on twitch.tv/chroma with a 0, that's chroma with a 0, go follow me. He said that he's very allergic to talking with any person that has an opinion that could change their game for the better. Very tragic, but overall, we're just gonna have to deal with it. And the way I'm gonna deal with it is quit Genshin Impact and just go all in on Wuthering Waves, and I will vote with my wallet. And I'll get every single character. Not gonna get their weapons, but I'm gonna get every single character. And that could have been Hoyoverse's money, but I live by this rule. Treat people the way you wish to be treated. And if you live by the same rule, consider liking and subscribing. Comment down below of what you think of the recent Genshin Impact update, and I'll see you next time when I find something that pisses me the fuck off. Peace.